Jose Mourinho is never afraid to share his opinion and can often rub fans up the wrong way. However, there's no doubt that the legendary manager has been one of the great thinkers of the game. His 2.5-year spell at Manchester United is recalled by many with mixed feelings. He won 2 trophies in his first season and finished second in his second. However, there were few tears shed when he was finally sacked in December 2018. Both during his spell at United and indeed since, he's been outspoken about issues at the club and made some controversial statements. But again, some of these have proven to be correct. Let's look at 7 examples. In 2019, he said that Marcus Rashford was not suited to play as a central number 9 striker. There were calls for Rashford to play through the middle, but Mourinho insisted he would score more goals playing wide. That's exactly what happened in the 2022-23 season, with Rashford getting 30 goals in all competitions. Another thing that Mourinho said doomed him at the club was their failure to sign a top centre-back in the summer of 2018. Mourinho said he was crying for a new centre-back but didn't get one. Since Mourinho's departure, United have invested significant funds to recruit Harry Maguire, Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane. Fans today would still probably argue it's a position they could improve. During a 2019 appearance on Sky Sports, Mourinho also indicated that Anthony Martial wasn't as committed to the United cause as other players, even hinting that he preferred to play in a central attacking role rather than on the wing as it involved less work. The once hyped Frenchman has never delivered on his potential and will likely leave the club at the end of the 2023-24 season. On a more positive note, Mourinho is the man who correctly saw and talked up the potential of Scott McTominay. He's the one that did everything, Mourinho said of McTominay, naming the Scotsman his own Player of the Year in 2018 after plucking him from the academy. The 27-year-old is now a regular in midfield for both club and country, proving that Mourinho's confidence in him was well placed. Mourinho was less a fan of Paul Pogba, reportedly telling the Frenchman, "You kill the mentality of good, honest people around you." It was expected that Pogba would kick on once Mourinho left the club, but that never happened, and he left the club to return to Juventus in 2022. In a now famous rant in 2018, Mourinho talked about football heritage after Manchester United were knocked out of the Champions League, citing United's relatively poor record in the competition meant that they didn't have a divine right to always get to the business end of the Champions League. With United's struggles in the competition exposed again this season, it seems Mourinho had a point. And finally, when Mourinho referred to United's Premier League runners-up finish in 2017-18 as one of the greatest triumphs of his trophy-laden career, people scoffed. However, given United's struggles since and how far off the level of their Premier League rivals they now seem to be, he might have had a point.